salad from people at Burke last night. And it just reminded me that I have some.
Yeah, I brought, after I had her come back with another salad, I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to be bringing that little piece home. You played with her feet?
I did last night, but I was hoping to ask you if we could get some of that stuff. I got her to stand still, did like you said. I do it out here when my mom's here.
No, that was about to.
Huh.
I was about to click and say it was on. I don't know how this thing works. I just guess. Oh, I think I have to turn this part on first. That helps. Okay, that helps, but it didn't help enough.
Around that cone.
She's like, is this what we're going to do today? Is this it? Is this what we're going to do? I know how to do this. Come on. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Wait, I need it down. I don't understand why it's not on. Wait till I can push record on. Those two sounds sound too close together. I don't know which one's turning it on and which one's turning it on. That sounds like turning on, right?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm looking for lights, but can't possibly have dead battery. Come on. I never read the instructions, so I don't know if there's like another. Seems like some people just push the button and they did it, so. There we go. Did you bring the thrush stuff out here? Yeah, at least once we get the feet up, we can just take care of that. Hi, cuteness. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? cut a bridle path for her. Good girl. Okay. So let's see, pick up a foot. I see. You have to pay attention to mommy. Good girl. Good girl. And she put it back down without you having to wrestle with it. Alright. See if you can tap the hoof pick on it, and if she starts to have any kind of reaction, you're going to stop the tapping and hold the foot up. Mm-hmm. Good. If she relaxes enough that you can give back before she does that, try to do that. Good, I give it back. Good. So if she's going like this, and then you have a split second of coming from her, and you're looking for an opportunity to put it down and not get in a bigger fight, that's when you want to put it down. Because what will happen until she fully learns that giving to pressure is what you're looking for, she might take it up and make it hotter and not find that calm again. So you want to make sure you try to take advantage of those calms when they come. Yeah, so I thought she was going to go fly myself on her ribs or something. Okay. Give it back before she... You greedy? You're like, well, I'm here, I might as well just get it done. Yeah, unfortunately, once you start getting greedy, they stop giving it to you at all. Good. Good timing on that. Oh, that's a brilliant bluebird. Whoa. Look him on top of your tree. Wait till he flies there. This little tree right here. Wait till he flies. You wait to see how brilliant he is. He is like electric for you. He just flew past here and then come on, dude. You know, talking about electric. He's flying now. He was so pretty.
I can see a little bit of it.
I'd be like, I ain't gonna show you what I look like. Go back to your own business. Whatever, hitting the fly. The fly seems to change. Yep. Good. That was perfect. All of it was perfect. Good. Good timing on that. Good. She's funny. She's like, I think I'm just gonna lay down. There he is. Where'd he go? Oh shoot, I don't know where he went. He went down towards the fence. He's like, oh my god, oh my god. Should we itch? I'm over here. I'm not really sure where it is, but I think it's right over here. What if we gave you a second and got it for you? Would that be okay? Because you couldn't find it, could you? You weren't sure where it was. You knew you were itching here somewhere. Is that good? Yeah, be back there and rub them and. Good girl, you're so smart. You're so smart. Yeah.
You didn't see him last on this foot, right? Or was that one had the
I would say treat both of them though. Piece of the foot. And then right where the bulb's drawn to. Okay. Doesn't sting, so you don't have to worry about her having an immediate reaction or anything. Hold on. Fibrated. Don't bite your mommy. Don't need to bite your mommy. Put it up to her. And we'll talk. That's a good girl. Good girl. Not as bad as copper tox. Copper tox, you know, when you get that on you won't get rid of it. Yeah, it's green. Bad stuff. It's probably like, it's more toxic than that is. It smells like do you know what gear oil smells like? Or, oh yeah, gear oil is really the only thing it smells like. Grease, kind of like if you greased your truck or your machine or something, but it's more gear oil smelling. Anyway, it's extremely strong. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. So I'm just gonna pick up my feet now. Good girl, and put it back down. Good girl. And then once you feel like you're getting like a solid 2 seconds, then start counting seconds so you can add them. You know, don't try to do 5 seconds right now because you don't really, you're going to end up wrestling instead of finding a good opportunity to let down. Good girl. Good. And if anything, I would say she's just losing her balance. That little bit of any movement that she made was more of a, falling forward because her legs are too far apart. Now she's okay. Oh, you found a nice itchy spot too, so wherever you just were rubbing, a good place to rub again. Okay, you're starting to get a little greeny. I'm wearing sneakers, though. That's what I was wearing when I went out. I just looked down like, white? What am I wearing white for? So anytime they start getting protective of their side, I was going to wait and see how that played out. I was going to tell you when she really spun before. What you want to do is, so as you're trying to approach and she keeps spinning out and blocking you, like getting this part of her so that you can't get here, then you're just going to put your hand like kind of here, touch her neck and like block her from being able to spin and get in front of you. And then just rub her. And don't make it about anything. You know, so this way she doesn't think it's always like, I'm coming to do something to me. And then if it was a real struggle, then I would actually leave after rubbing her, you know, to really make it nothing about what you're doing. Good. Good stuff right there, too, huh? It's nice. I love itchy horses. Good girl. Good. Very good. Okay. And don't forget to stick it in the best as you can without really like jamming it in the hole. But that puncture wound area. What a good girl. Okay. She has a fly bothering her other leg. Such a good girl. You to handle her back feet when you were scratching her legs. Were you able to pick her foot up off the ground? Okay. So when I do their hind feet, either if they're picking, but I'll put one hand on their back, rub the other hand down the leg, and you're gonna get in the fetlock, and you're just gonna pull forward. And then if she just goes like this, and she seems kind of limp in your hand, give it back to her. So if she just like complies, give it back to her. If she wrestles with you, then you try to find that quiet and then try to just give it back, and hopefully she doesn't get a chance to go like that just before she takes it, you know, before she puts it back down. And you're gonna start at the top of her butt and then rub down, yep, down, down, down. And just pull it forward. And then drop it. Good. And let her know she did a good job. Okay, so now this time pull it forward and a little bit up towards her belly. So you're going to try to keep it under her. So you're not going to accidentally pull it out in any way. So as you pull it forward, just bring a little lift to it so it kind of comes forward up. Okay? What were you going to say about her? She's not thinking about it yet. Well, these are things, I'll jump in, but these are things that you have to be able to do without me here. That's why I'm not interfering, because if I was interfering, then we don't know genuinely what she do. if I start off by managing her head. Good. That's, I don't have a problem with that one, is because the way the other foot was positioned, and the other foot was already way under her. So then when you pick this one up, she kind of forced her to have to walk forward. So. Yeah, I mean, you could always square her up or go for the other foot, whichever. Now you got her. She thinks I'm going to scratch her. Good. So now she's potentially perceiving that as a go. Okay. So the other thing I want to make sure, she was fine, but I want to make sure that you don't have that much slack between her nose and you, because if you needed to spin her away, you're going to want to have, you're not going to be wanting to try to gather your line to get her nose. Yeah, that's good right there. What you just did. Yep. Don't have to bend her around, but you just make sure that you have the ability to pull her nose if she were to start thinking about kicking you. Yeah, we got to figure out how to get her to not think that that's what that means, because she just immediately goes in. I watched her eyes, and her eyes go, oh wait, that means, right? So she thought she was doing what you were asking. Yeah, you could put it back down so she can see that. Otherwise, she's gonna. You didn't know him anyway, did you? Try doing the other one. So this way, maybe we can just kind of interrupt what she thinks is the answer. Because she just thinks walking is the answer. She actually thinks that's all she's supposed to do. She doesn't understand. And this is where people get into trouble because they don't realize what they did teach by accident. And put it back on. Good. So there, now she doesn't automatically think walk. So that's what it happens a lot, is people don't realize they taught that by accident. You didn't mean to teach her that when I grab your leg, you're supposed to walk. So then people get really mad at the for walking, but you've released on the walking enough times that now that is the answer. So it's neat when you realize how much we teach our horses and don't think we do. And then we get mad at them for doing exactly what we told them, or what they thought that we told them. Good? Put down? Good. Good. Legs. I would plan to be able to get her foot up more easily, obviously, and then to hold it under her at like hovering the ground for a longer period of time, and then the next goal would be to see if you could get it up high as if they were trying to put it on a stand. Usually with the babies, the farriers will just put it on their leg, they'll put it on their thigh instead of the stand. That's just been mowing by the house. She's got another thing going on now. She's got a fly or something bugging her over here, so she was getting ready to twist the other way. Good. Put down. Good. So now what I want you to grab it a little bit lower, closer to the fetlock, just so that way, you're not dragging that toe like that. Sorry. Welcome to winter. If you're like my horse, you'll want to play with it. Good. No, and she was kind of kicking, you know, she wasn't like torquing, but she was kind of like, what are you doing with my leg? So when try, you can avoid putting it down at that point. Good. Now put it down. Good. Good. Give her a good rub for that one. She allowed you to really pick it up good, and you did good. And just she pricked herself with the brush of that. I think that's why she. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of electric fence effect. She hasn't been trying to bite you recently, right? That seems to be sort of over for right now. Didn't work out, so you did it. There you go. Good. That was perfect timing. Good. Good. If you want to, I know some people incorporate a word. If you wanted to do that, now would be the time to do that. If you wanted to tell her lift, a lot of people say lift. I don't, but you know, a lot of people do. So if you wanted to do that, now would be the time to introduce any kind of pick your foot up cue, aside from just pulling it up. See if we can do the other side without that automatically meaning walk. It might still just automatically mean walk, but in this case, let's go ahead and try to go down by the fetlock, you know, closer to the fetlock on that side now too, and that might change it up just enough for her to rethink it. Yeah. Welcome to the world of patience with babies. There you go. Put down, put down. The only reason I said put it down, I know she was wrestling a little bit, but she wasn't moving. That's where you kind of, the whole saying, pick your battles. We're trying to fix the moving part. We can fix the part after we get her established that she doesn't have to walk. That's such a draft horse move. They love to do that. They literally are like, draft horses love to just step sideways and stomp on your foot, and they know exactly what they're doing. Nope. The only thing I'm going to do next is I'm going to help you by holding her head so she doesn't go forward. I'm not going to jump in and take over that. You can try that, yeah. No, she's just like wrestling normal wrestle. It's not personal. Yeah. So all I did was every time she thought to go that way, I gave a gentle correction on her head. When her head started going that way, like I'm going to go this way, just gave her a gentle correction on her head, so she was told just then that no, that's not what we're doing. Yeah. Something spiky in there. New book just got me. Yep. No, I've neither. I'm still looking at her. She's still looking ahead. Yeah, totally. I'm like, oh, it's back on the ground. You're rubbing her again. You must have already done it. Girl. Yeah. I just a good girl. Okay. Yep. Just remove. I got her. Attention. For a little break on a real good one like that, you give her a little break, take for a little cool walk, or just move her from that spot so it's not so concentrated. There, see how she just kind of got unfroze? She's a little sucked up there for a second. She's leading, Ace. Yeah, and if you stay like particular about where she needs to be, she'll always understand where she needs to be. But if you're like, it's not that important today, we're just going whatever, then that's when they get their gray, and then they wonder if anything's really that important. Whatever you make important should always be important. Sassing you a little bit there. Good. So now what you can do, if you're like, say you're practicing by yourself, you could like walk her a lap or walk her half a lap and then get in the center, stop, pick up her feet, walk her another way, stop, pick up her feet. You could change sides of which side of her you're leading her on, and that will be determining which side of feet you're going to work with. This way you can give her kind of a mental break and say, well, when we stop, I'm going to play with your feet, and then now we're going to go again. So you just kind of keep it, because even though the concentrated work is really good, and it's going to be good for her to understand standing still for the concentrated, because obviously a fairy walks, but in the same sense, while we're still getting her acclimated to what it is we're doing. Look at the size of that. Can't be good for your tailgate there, buddy. Do what you gotta do. 21 bales. That one bundle there. But not in the back of my pickup like that. The hay guy delivered it. Oh, they come with a big machine, and they just shove one in my barn, and then they put another one behind it, shove it in my barn. Before I knew it, I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get in my barn. Like, luckily I always knew when it was coming, but if there was ever an emergency, I'd be in trouble. I had other access to get the horses out if I had to, but certainly was a fire hazard. Okay, so I hadn't messed their feet again. This is going to be important. She doesn't need her feet done really anytime soon.
You have to go away.
You wanted to be a star. You're so good. Where should I? Where? What'd you rub against? Something right there? You got yourself in? Got like a kind of a cut, but not really a cut, like a straight down the side. So that's a hole right there. Yeah. Really? When I drove by before, she was hanging out with Yankee. I'm like, look at her, she's Yankee's friend. Yeah, I saw she was with more on Lady's side. They were all three together, but she was more by Lady when we came back. You try to do all four if you can. And then if you're practicing, you know, like I said, where you could just go for a lap. Good. Put it down before she wrestles. Go to the hind. Because you figure your farrier, some farriers do both fronts and then both backs. Some farriers do one front, one back. You know, just kind of depends on your farrier. But we often do one front, one back, and then the front when we pick them. So, yeah. So you might as well teach her kind of how you would do it if you were planning on just picking her feet. So still that foot means go, because she didn't do any of that in defiance, or you know, she wasn't doing that to be bad. So I'll tell her no, it's not about going. Good girl. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, I mean, I can get away with not holding them. I did have to redirect her nose, but I did have to redirect her nose as soon as you read. Then I just put my hand on her nose and redirected her nose. So, yeah, the only thing, so walking forward would be an obvious mistake she'd make because of the position of her back feet. So if you feel comfortable going her, then what I would do is I would go ahead and go to the other side, and then once you're over there, flip the rope over her head, or you know, however you would put the rope on the other side of her. We've put it on the other side of her now. Yeah, go ahead. If you trust her, you know what I mean. No, but I mean, if you've been able to walk behind her and not really worried about her being turd. Good girl. Good girl. Good. We'll do that one more time only because there was a little fight that she got out of. But good. So there was a mild communication with the tail. Wasn't bad. I don't think it was fly related. I think it was. Yeah. But we'll just go. Okay. I mean, it could have been fly related. I mean, she was swishing her tail for that reason too, but just the timing of it was kind of expressive. Good girl. Okay, now take her for a walk, bring her back. So this is like a routine you can do with her until you feel like you really can hold her feet. I know, we're all up in there and going crazy, right? And then whenever you feel like cut, you know, like I do half the arena or half the, you know, the round pen, cut into the center and do her feet, and then do half the arena, go the other way. I don't mean scratches all the time. See if you can do that again. But walk. I want the camera to catch that. Walk past it. So yeah, go. She did the other one too, and you went by that one, so she should do that again. Ritz is funny. Anytime he sees a pole or a cone and things going over sideways, they get very proud of themselves. That's something that they know how to do. See if you can trot. Since she's being sassy, we'll go ahead and try to give her something else to do. See if you can walk. Good. Come in, go over one of the cones, just to mix it up. You have to go over this one. See if she'll let your hands at her feet.